Hi and welcome to my channel. My name is Ahmed and this is Egyptian Reacts and Reviews. Today I'll be watching Season 1 Episode 5 of Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power. But first, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so and leave a comment and a like as well at the end of the video. In the previous episode, we saw that the hilt the weapon that Sauron was looking for with his band of orcs, they discovered that it is with Theo at the Watchtower, and now they have sent Ardorin previously with a message in order to tell them that they have to submit or they will be killed. So now I believe that Sauron will still attack the Watchtower anyway, trying to find the weapon, and we might get a battle in this episode, depending on if there are enough men to fight. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure the band or the villagers will try to escape before the orcs show up. We also saw Galadriel was able to finally forge an alliance with Numenor, and they made a pact in order to gather an army and sail to the Southlands in order to help save Middle-earth. Halbrand was not part of this, so I'm not sure if he accepted to go there as the king as well and return as the king of, or the heir to the king of the Southlands. Maybe we'll figure it out this episode. In the previous episode, we also haven't seen any of the Harfoots, so I'm pretty sure we will get them this episode. We also saw the dwarves where they discovered Mithril, and Elrond was able to see it, but the seeds of doubt have been growing between him and Durin, so maybe we'll see that develop again at some point. What's gonna happen? Let's get into the episode.
Big folk, wolves, fog, rain, hill trolls, cave trolls, anything that'll kill you.
Kill?
Means to make something dead.
A very good definition.
Oh,
it's
fireflies.
That was just an accident. You're not a para.
Yeah, I'm not so sure yet.
Of pale fire, black
Where's the rest of the caravan? I thought the whole point was that they don't get separated, but they're walking by themselves.
Call to me, lands far.
And they're going south, of course, to where all the problems are. Is there something still in the pit? Great. We get a weird priestess or something. Oh, they have the same symbol he was drawing, the stars. Okay. Everything is telling me that this guy's gonna turn out bad, except him. He's doing everything good.
Summon the legions. It is time.
Okay, they're marching towards the tower, of course. The Watchtower. I don't know.
Who will stand with me? Who among you will stand and fight?
It doesn't sound like the best idea, unless you have men who can fight.
I say be better to take our chances bowing to the supposed enemy.
Okay, you are the worst. I mean, you can try fleeing, not surrendering.
Elf! I'll say this for our ancestors. They look!
So those are the orc. What's the word for it again? I keep forgetting. Orc sympathists, yeah, orc sympathists. Orc sympathizers. There's nothing called orc sympathists.
What are your qualifications?
Qualifications?
Do you belong to the Sea Guard?
You know I'm twice the sailor.
Do you belong to the Sea Guard?
Uniform.
Horseman's Guild.
You're being absurd.
While you were feigning fidelity to the traditions of this isle, these men were living them.
And you made your choice.
Yeah, I think he just doesn't want him to go and fight and die, but he's doing it in a very wrong way. But you mean sending them to die? They all volunteered.
And where did the enemy head next?
Further south, I should think. Towards the Watchtower of Ostherith.
I'll inform the Sea Guard.
Oh, nice. So maybe they will be there by the time for the battle? That's a good way to connect all these pieces.
Your fellowship will prove just as invaluable once you make landfall.
Your fellowship? You just drop that in there? That's a fan service right there. Are all our groups gonna finally like be in one location now? Around the Watchtower or something? Okay. Are they around where the orcs are digging? Damn. He looks like he doesn't even have strength to walk. How did he toss the warg like that? Or the wolf? That's not a wolf. Yep. Definitely a wizard.
Inte altiastaina anat kotosin.
Kanasta ielda asua peanta noti mapatienen.
Nice. Get her to train them. She's actually the most experienced one.
We will see who can score flesh.
Anyone that does, I will promote to lieutenant.
I think Isildur's gonna do it. Are they doing it? Why would they do it with real swords? They are trying to give killing blows here.
Don't plant roots. Keep moving. Never trust brute force to best an orc. Well done, Lieutenant.
Soon we will save the low men of Middle-earth, lift them up, and give them the king they've long awaited. A king who will be forever in our debt.
Wow. We have Littlefinger here. He's doing all of it for greed. But now the sun knows what... Will the sun have some form of integrity and, like...
Don't go to Middle-earth. All that awaits you there.
Death.
What, Father? What awaits me?
Darkness.
Hey, stop! Please!
No, you're gonna freeze Nori. did she see what he was seeing, or was it just the cold ice? Wait, are those Ents?
Your Grace. To the union of our two peoples, then.
To the Union.
Okay. So passive aggressive, but yet it looks like a gesture of good faith.
Your loyalty to the dwarf is admirable.
Loyalty to a friend ought to be expected, regardless of his race.
Does it justify lying to your king?
Amidst their dual, unending, lightning ensnared the tree. Forging of their conflict. The power.
We first took notice of it just prior to Galadriel's return. We hoped that by sending her away and so bringing an end to the last vestiges of war. Our decline has only quickened. The blight upon this tree is but an outer manifestation of an inner reality.
Who else knows about this?
Precious few. I ask again, and for the last time. Did the dwarves find the orb?
Okay, so they think that this ore is powerful enough to save them, and
Oath to Durin. To some, that may now hold little weight.
but is what you're saying now is just like admitting it. So
If the hope of preventing that is not reason enough to make you reconsider your oath, I suggest you find
I would say
another.
just go talk to Durin about it. Tell him the real reason.
3. 2. Actually.
Okay, yeah, he deserves it.
That felt like 3.
Seriously? Is going to sabotage? Is it Isildur hiding in here?
Are you stowing away? Hand me the lantern. Don't.
Which will, of course, end up burning the boat. What? No, definitely Isildur. We know Isildur is alive, so he definitely saved him.
Gather every hand! Hurry! Get them out! Quickly! Get them out!
And that's not suspicious?
We still have 3 ships. And your father's blessing.
Little do you know, he does not give blessings.
Well, that now our people are doomed unless I break an oath.
You already showed it to him, so...
I was there, Elrond, the night your father set sail. A mortal man who believed he could convince the very gods to come to war in our aid. Imploring him, why must it be him?
Elrond's father was a man?
Because he was the only one who could do it.
You don't know what I did.
before I ended up on that raft.
Did he facilitate the orcs' invasion?
No, we all survived.
So he pled his allegiance to Sauron.
Sometimes to find the light, we must first touch the darkness.
And what is it? Why do you keep fighting? You're asking me to go to the one place that I swore never to return.
She wants to die. She can't.
Why do you?
She can't take the loss.
Because I cannot stop. The company I led mutinied against me. My closest friend conspired with the king to exile me. Because I believed they could no longer distinguish me from the evil I was fighting.
I pledge my loyalty to Sauron.
And of course he's gonna tell him where the weapon is, with Theo.
You are Sauron, are you not?
Of course. He's gonna tell him to kill the kid.
Only blood can bind.
Oh, Drake.
Yeah, he'll do it.
Lift your aim next time.
Oh, there's the father-son moment I was waiting for.
Half of us just left.
But half stayed. Including you.
There's something you don't know.
Oh, really? He's gonna tell him about this. Nice.
I've seen this before.
Okay, so I'm guessing the secret is out now.
Our enemy knows your son has what he needs to enact it.
How long?
Days.
Okay, we need the people from Numenor to arrive very quickly.
No! Battle the enemy, and you take away everything.
You were right to watch us. Because we are destined for the darkness. It's how we survive. And when they march upon us, this tower will fall.
Did they have the same idea to trap them in and then bring down the tower with them inside? Nice. I like the music.
I did not come to Khazad-dûm for friendship, but ambition. I did not know it. But I came for Mithril. Without it, my kind must either abandon these shores by spring or perish.
Perish? How?
Our immortal souls will dwindle into nothing.
Say that again.
The fate of the entire elven race is in your hands.
He likes that.
Whose hands?
Yours.
Fetch your feathery shirts. Let's start walking. Don't thank me yet. Thank me after we find a way to convince my father.
He saw them as well. Okay. This episode is definitely a turning point. We can see where everyone's converging, all the storylines are converging. Isildur is with the soldiers.
Thought I was in cavalry.
You are. Stable sweep.
Oh, nice. Good armor. Hopefully they get there before the tower is destroyed. I mean, to save the people. Who cares about the tower itself? And that was Season 1, Episode 5 of The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power. We got to see the progress of the story with Galadriel, Halbrand, and Elendil, and Isildur. Galadriel was able to convince the queen to continue with the preparations in order to go for the Middle Earth and help the people there. Galadriel was able to convince Halbrand to take his position as a king. And then Isildur was able to convince his father to give him a post, but he only gave him the stable sweep position. I'm still thinking that he did this in order to keep him away from the battle or away from danger. Eventually, Isildur will grow into the ranks and be the king. So we will see what happens there. We didn't get the battle this episode. We will probably get it in the next one. But we also got progress regarding the people at the tower. We were able to see them split into two. The part that wanted to stay and fight, and the part that went and submitted their allegiance to Sauron. This guy, Waldreg, Sauron told him that you can only give allegiance by blood, and he told him to kill the kid. We didn't see it happen, but I'm assuming it did. And then eventually, I think was the most important part in this episode is when we found out why the king wants the Mithril and the whole story behind Balrog and the elf who fought at the tree, and from their battle, Mithril was created, and it contains undying light that will help the elves be able to survive. Then we went to Elrond, who was able to talk to Durin without breaking his oath, without telling others that Mithril was found in the mountain. He was able to talk to Durin heart to heart. Finally, they did something right, and Durin was actually able to see how important this is, and that the entire elf race hangs in his hand. And so, of course, and I thought Durin was a good guy from the beginning, so I don't know why Elrond didn't think that if he tells him, he will be willing to help when he knows the gravity of the situation. Wait, sorry. Elrond did not know that this is the situation until the king told him, so I would... Okay, so maybe, yeah, because the elves and the dwarves didn't trust each other, it was only the Elrond and Durin relationship and friendship that was a connection. So the king probably did not think the dwarves will help, and so he needed to do this whole sneaky way of doing it. Okay, now I see it. Now I understand why. So it was just the struggle of Elrond to break his oath or to talk to Durin, and I'm glad he talked to Durin because that is definitely the right move. And now they have to go convince the king, Durin's father, to help the elves. I'm assuming this part is not the one that will not go well. This is a good episode. I think it's my favorite of all 5 until now. All the storylines are converging. We also got to see Nori. The only storyline that until now seems very separate from the rest is Nori and the mystery guy who we now know can do magic, but he, for some reason, he is followed by these priests. I don't know who they are yet, but they were carrying the same symbol that he wrote, the stars. And so maybe they will be a clue later, but right now all the other storylines are converging to the battle at the Watchtower. So what's gonna happen? We'll find out. The secret of the blade is now out. Everybody knows about it in the Watchtower. And so the battle has a specific target. They want Theo because they think he has the blade, and they want the blade. What's gonna happen? That's what we're gonna know later. So please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. Leave a comment and a like, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.